Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Achmad Firmansyah. I am from 12 subject social 1. I want to tell about the dreamer. In the dreamer, it is about life in the days of high school. The three main characters are Ikal, Arai, and Jimbron. Ikal is the alter ego of Andrea Hirata, while Arai is a distant relative of an orphan called Simpai Kramat. As be in as he is the last family member who is still alive and eventually become the foster brother of Ika. Jim Brown is an orphan who is obsessed with horse and shudder when he's enthusiastic about something or when he is nervous. Our three are all three are intertwined in the story of friendship from childhood until they go to school in SMA Negeri Manggar. The school's name basically means the State High School of Manggar, the first high school in the Eastern Belitung. Attended school in the morning and worked as worker in the early morning fishing port. From their addiction of erotic movies in theaters and finally discovered by their religious teacher, the love story of Jim Brown and Arai. Jim Brown's farewell with Ikal and Arai, who will study in Jakarta, that makes them two separate but will still meet each other in France. Independently, living separately from their parents with the background of poor economic conditions, but with a big goal that if viewed from the background of their life is simple, a dream. Intrinsic element. The theme told in this novel is friendship, trust, struggle, and the power of dreams and belief in God Almighty. This is illustrated in each sentence and in the wider narrative about and hardships of life and the impossibilities that can be penetrated with the enormous conviction, struggle, and dreams that the figures have in the story. Background scan. In this novel, the dreamer mentions that the setting is on Magai, Balitong Island, the market stall and the port of Magai Port in the cinema building at the State High School Terminal Bogor and Kalimantan Island. Background. In this novel, the dreams describe the time is morning, noon, evening, and night. The background notes are more inclined towards Malay and the turmoil of teenagers who are shrouded in talk dreams. Characters and characterizations. A. The figures of course as a first person point of view is someone who has a broad insight into knowledge. It can be proven in how he tells about situations or events with full intellectuality, as in the following story fragments. It makes even more sense because I know that behind the paratroopers stood the descendants of Hubo. B. The Ika character is child character. Parnate Chinese soldiers because of a history of civil war. C. Besides having a kind heart, Curry character who care about the fates of others are as in following story fragment. D. Characters who love their parents are proven in the following story fragments. I looked at my father's back for away. His bicycle meanders over the sand road. How I love the quiet man. Every 2 weeks I see him, but every day I miss him. Storyline. In the novel, the dreamer used a combined plot, namely a forward and reverse plot. The flow forward, when the author tells from childhood to adulthood, and backward flow when narrating childhood events as an adult. The message that is conveyed in this novel is not to be afraid to dream. To dream, this is very clearly illustrated in each section. In principle, humans can never be spared from a dream and big desire in their lives. Extrinsic elements. Moral values. The moral values contained in this novel are very thick. The traits depicted show a clear humanist feeling in a thought teenager in dealing with the harshness of life. In this novel, the main character is depicted as a teenager who has a fairly good temperament and a high sense of loyalty from his friends. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.